In this lesson, we're going to look at converting between fractions and decimals. So we're going to look at how to convert from decimals to fractions and then fractions back to decimals. Let's start with converting a decimal to a fraction. First of all, we're going to write the decimal with 1 as its denominator. So what that means is 0.5 and then 1 as its denominator. Then we're going to multiply the numerator by 10 with an exponent equal to a number that the number of digits after the decimal place. So we have 1 digit after the decimal place, so it's going to be multiplied by 10 to the power of 1 multiplied by 10 to the power of 1. So the reason for this is that multiplying by the number of decimal places will actually convert that decimal into a whole number. So this will remove the decimal place and we have 5 divided by 1 times 10 is 10. Now you're going to simplify this fraction. Divide by 5, 1, divide by 5, 2. So this is going to be 1 over 2. We're going to apply the same method. 0.35 divided by 1, and then we're going to multiply by, because the decimal here has 2 digits after the decimal place, we're going to multiply by 10 squared, which is 0.35 times 100 over 1 times 100. So the 100 gets rid of the 2 decimal places. So we have 35 divided by 100. So we divide this by 5, we get 7. Divide this by 5, we get 20. So this is going to be 7 over 20. 0.064, first step is make 1 its denominator. Then we're going to multiply by 10. Count the number of decimal places, 1, 2, 3. 10 to the power of 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3, which is going to give us 0.064 times 1000 divided by 1 times 1000. So this is going to get rid of all the decimals, and we have 64 divided by 1000. We can divide this by 8. You get 8, divide this by 8, you get 125. So this is going to give us 8 over 125. Again, we will 0.0025, we'll make 1 its denominator, and then we're going to multiply by 10 to an exponent equal to the number of decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to the power of 4, 10 to the power of 4. So this is going to give us 0.0025 times 10,000 divided by 1 times 10,000. So this is going to give us 25 divided by 10,000. So 25 goes into 25 once. It goes into 10,000. 100 divided by 25 is 4, and then we replace the other zeros. So that's what this is. Now we're going to convert this to a fraction. We're going to multiply, similar idea, 1.25 divided by 1. We have 2 decimal places, times 10 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 2, which is 1.25 times 100 divided by 1 times 100. This is going to be 125 over 100. Divide by 5, we have 20 here, we have 25. Divide by 5, we got 4, we have 5. We can no longer simplify, so this is 5 over 4. Now, we're going to use decimal division, and I'm going to show you how that works. So when we're dealing with decimal division, the numerator becomes the dividend and the denominator becomes the divisor. So here's what we have: 1 here and then 2. So the way it's going to work is, so 1 divided by 2, it cannot happen, so we'll put a 0 and then we'll put a decimal point right here, and because of that decimal point we have the license to introduce a 0 here. So 10 divided by 2, we have 5. 5 times 2, 10. So 1 over 2 is the same as 0.5. 1 over 4, 1 here and then 4. 1 divided by 4 cannot happen, so put a 0 there and a decimal, so that gives us a license to introduce a 0. 10 divided by 4, so 4 can go in 10 2 complete times, so that's 2. 2 times 4, 8. Now we have a 2, and then we can bring down another 0. 20 divided by 4, 5. 5 times 4, 20. So 1 over 4 is the same as 0.25. 1 over 8. So we have 1 right here and then we have 8. So put a 0 point because the number here is less than 8. So we introduce a 0. 10 divided by 8, 1. 1 times 8, 8. We subtract here, we have 2. To introduce another 0. 20 divided by 8, that's 2. 2 times 8, 16. Subtract again, we have 4. We can introduce another 0. 40 divided by 8, 5. 5 times 8, 40. Once you get to a point where you have a 0 at the end of your division, it means that your decimal has terminated. So 1 over 8 is the same as 0.125. 3 over 70. So we have 3 here, we have 70. 3 divided by 70, we can do it, 0 point. 30 divided by 70, can do it, put a 0 again. 300 divided by 70, get a 4. 4 times 70 is 280. We subtract here, and we have 20 divided by 70 cannot happen, so I'm going to introduce another 0. 200 divided by 70 is 2. 2 times 70 is 140. We subtract, this is going to give us 60 divided by 70. We can't do it because it's a lower number. 0. 600 divided by 70 is 8. 8 times 70 is 560. Subtract, we have a 40. If we can keep going for quite a while here. So I'm just going to say 3 over 70 is approximately equal to 0.428. Now 143 divided by 125. The numerator goes inside and your denominator goes outside. 143 divided by 125, we can have 125 in that once. 1 times 125 is 125 minus, we have 18. 18 divided by 125, we can do it, so Now we put a decimal. It gives us the license to introduce a 0 here. 180 divided by 125, we get a 1. 1 times 125, 125. This is going to be 55 divided by 125. Can do it. 550 divided by 125 is 4. 4 times 125 is 500. Subtract again, we have 50. 50 divided by 125, can do it. Put a 0. 500 divided by 125, that's going to give us a 4. 4 times 125 is 500. So 143 over 125 is the same as 1.144.